Welcome back to No Man's Sky, everyone. Jason here, and this is our Beginner Series 2025. In the last episode, we got our translator all calibrated and ready to go, but we could not find Artemis's location because the star charts didn't work or they weren't matching. And then Artemis got cut off, and now we are going after Apollo, or a signal called Apollo. So let's go see what the heck is going on with Apollo, and maybe we'll go over and do some of our a Rebel Star mission. So that's going to be our pirate missions right here. So let's scan for a Hollow Terminus, and we're going to kind of continue on the storyline. We took a little bit of a detour to do some of the Atlas Path. We did a Trace of Metal. We've done a lot of other like side stuff. Now we're going to do some of the main missions to kind of get farther in, because once we get towards the end of the main mission line, the Artemis quest line, we'll be able to unlock some of the cooler stuff that has been, released for Worlds Part 2. So let's get down in here, and there should be a Hollow Terminus right there. And we're going to see what the heck is going on with Apollo. And I believe these missions, the Apollo missions, kind of give you a introduction into base building. So if you're really excited and want to jump in on base building, this would be where you want to go. Oh man, really? It had me park over here? You guys are killing me. I wasn't paying attention. I was all distracted. But yeah, so anyway, the Apollo missions kind of go through a lot of the base building. They don't go through everything, but they really introduce you to all of that stuff. So highly recommend following this storyline if you want to get some base building stuff done, like a tutorial for it, basically. I know. Let me refill my hazard protection here. Can I make it? Ooh, just barely. Ooh, just barely. My goodness. Alrighty. Let's get up in here and see what's going on with Apollo. Hollow Terminus activated. Multiple signal sources available. The tower hosts a powerful transmitter designed to facilitate holographic communication across long distances. So it's basically the same thing all the time. So now we're tuning to Apollo's signal. Now look at Apollo. Look at that guy. The transmission is silent. The stranger just stares at me. I'm going to greet Apollo. Identify yourself or I end this call. I'm a friend of Artemis, dude. No. You know what? I'm a traveler. And what does that mean to be a traveler? I don't know. Artemis sent you, didn't they? Perhaps you do have some wisdom in that head of yours. None of us know what we are, and none of us can. We do not live in a world of truth. You can tell Artemis that I haven't changed my mind about meeting. I'll do it if I'm paid to do it. Even this conversation is a waste of valuable time. But Artemis is in trouble. I tell Apollo that Artemis is in trouble, that they attempted to use a portal and became stranded on some distant and uncharted world, disappearing from the network. Their last word was Apollo's name. Apollo's demeanor changes. Send me your data logs. Let me see this for myself. All right, here you go. Apollo studies the log, pausing and replaying the various segments of static and distortions. They turn to me with a glow of excitement. These noises, they sound just like the echoes of Sentinel events. You've seen them before, of course. Drones that appear from nowhere if you interfere with their precious planets. But this data, it's distorted, inverted. There's a lot to gain if we figure out how the Sentinels appear so quickly. And this portal? Perhaps they're the key. Well, maybe life is a little bit worth more than money there, buddy. Yes, probably. But if we could figure this out, we can save Artemis too. Don't fret. So what do you say? Do you want to work together on this? Be partners? Yeah, let's do it. Let's be partners. If you're going to work with me, we need to expand that base of yours. I'll send you to a contact of mine. They'll supply you with what you need. Just remember to be polite. Okay. As the hologram recedes, Apollo's head turns to the side ever so slightly, as if sighing, saddened. Or perhaps it was nothing, just a ghost in the machine. So that's what the mission set's called, a ghost in the machine. So now we gotta go meet his contact, and his contact is gonna be an overseer, which is a base building person, is gonna be a Gek. So every alien race in No Man's Sky has like a specialty. The Gek are like the marketers. They love to trade and sell things. The Korvax, those are the robotic life forms. They are like scientists. They're very smart, and they want to study everything. And then you have the Viking. They are the big lizard-looking guys. They are like the warriors. They want to go to battle and all that kind of stuff. So we need to go to the galaxy map to find out where his where Apollo's contact is, which is over here. This system I've already been to. It is a Viking system. Let's go communicate or go find Artemis's, or not Artemis, Apollo's contact. And these contacts, you don't have to go to any particular one. So if you don't like this contact, you can go somewhere else and find another contact. So we've warped. We got our warp milestone done. Or not done, improved, I guess. I don't think we've gotten it that far deep. Let's see. Under my milestones, we have our exploration milestone. Yeah, we're at 20 systems discovered out of 25. So I believe you have to get up to 100 systems to max out your space exploration milestone. We need to find some more aliens. Holy cow, we've only talked to 9 aliens. We need to get that one up. And then we have... Oh, all these are pretty good. All of our survival milestones, other than our extreme. And for that, you need to just spend time on an extreme planet. So if you're trying to get your extreme survival milestone up, just go to an extreme planet and walk around outside. If you're in a building, it does not count. If you're in a ship, it does not count. You have to be on foot outside. So just keep that in mind. As you're running around, you need to be outside on foot. All right. Where is the contact? Oh, over here. I think it's going to be a Gek. Oh, maybe not. No. Secret Keeper Sebia. Grah, interloper. You are late. You were supposed to arrive minutes ago. I'm sorry, I was late by minutes. Nonetheless, the price has been paid, and I have obtained the requested upgrades. New modules for your base and protection against the elements. Where is your base sited? What sort of hazard protection meets your needs? So, this is kind of a trick question. They don't care where your base has been. So basically what you're asking for is, what kind of protection do you want? It doesn't matter. It's not going to be like, they're not going to turn you down if you say the wrong one. Like if your base is in a hot protection or a heat protection planet, if you say cold, they're not going to say you're wrong. They will give you whatever you want. So I would recommend, if you already have some upgrades, like if you already have a hot protection like I do, don't ask for a hot one because you already have one, right? Ask for the protection you do not have. So I'm going to ask for a radiation protection. Wisdom Traveler entity. From your expanded base, you will be able to explore freely and return from any situation. May the light of the Atlas watch over you. So definitely do that. They gave me some blueprints as well. So you see I'm unlocking blueprints. So again, a major part of the reason why you want to do the main storyline in No Man's Sky is it unlocks a lot of stuff for you for free. You could go right to the space anomaly and unlock all of that on your own if you want to. You're going to have to pay nanites in order to do that, or, you know, special materials in order to unlock them. Or if you spend some time and you just do the storyline, it will unlock it for you. So while we're here, let's talk to some aliens. I need to get my alien milestone up anyway, right? So let's talk to the Liquidator. Grah! I have no idea what you're saying. The warrior's eyes keep shutting, their breathing labored and broken. They suddenly appear to notice me, jolting to attention as they do. So this is where you can say, hey, look, I want some help. Let's do dialect help. Liquidator growls suspiciously. Eventually, they tap their datapad and display a list of language symbols. Let's learn a Viking symbol. And so that's it. I just talked to another alien. And if you want some advice, talk to aliens, learn a word from them. That way you can get your language milestone up. But also practice with them, because if you use a word that particular alien enjoys, likes, agrees with, they will reward you with either items, or maybe they'll teach you a different word. They will reward you if you use a word they like. So that's going to be different depending on the alien race you're talking to. I'm talking to a Viking right now. They are the warrior race, so they like warrior words, like battle words. If you talk to a Gek, they love money and trade words and all that kind of stuff. So if you use a merchant or trade or whatever, they will enjoy that. If you talk to a Korvax, they love scientific stuff. So you want to use scientific, like knowledge words with them. So let's use a word on the Viking here. They jut their jaw forward, looking skeptical. I rack my brain for the most impressive Viking vocabulary. All I know is gra. So let's use gra. Liquidator looks stunned. They asked me to repeat the word. When I do, they immediately present me with a gift. They like the gra word. So I got a Viking dagger. See, you will get random stuff. Sometimes they'll teach you blueprints. Like they'll teach you how to make an item. So definitely not only learn a word from them, but practice words with them, because you will get some awesome stuff. Or if you use a word they don't like if I use a warrior word on a Gek, they will be afraid they won't like me and I will lose standing. So be careful with that. The little alien fidgets impatiently. I'm going to request dialect help. Captain squeaks at me. When I do not respond, they present a list of language symbols. Let's learn a Gek symbol. I learned the Gek word for Gek. So now let's practice my language with them. A happy sound burbles from the captain. They tilt their head, listening, trying to think of an appropriate word to say. So I could say just Synthagek. Captain screams a shrill retort, offended by this word. No! Synthagek is the Korvax. They don't like it. So there you go. I lost standing. So you got to be careful. You want to use compatible words that are with that race, whatever alien race you're talking to. So there we go. Now I need to return to my base. So let's do that. Continue on with my storyline. Wait a minute. Did they switch it up on me? Oh, no. They did change it back to me. Reach my base. So if I reach my base, I think this is when they're going to start telling you to... right here. Boom. That was the one. They're going to start telling you need to recruit different aliens to help expand your base and actually work on that. So we're going to get back into my my base. I think you're going to need some materials to do that, though. So there we go. We've loaded in. Oh, I don't have any energy going here. So expand the staff in your new home. So if you select this, it'll say, sorry, construct terminals for special researchers, find recruits aboard the space station. So instead of doing this mission, it's telling you need to actually start doing this one, expanding the base. So once we complete this side mission, it will unlock more steps in our Ghost in the Machine mission. So now I need to place a construction terminal. I go to my build menu, again, press up on your D-pad. It should automatically, if you have the mission highlighted, it will automatically take you to the menu. But if it doesn't, just go into here, your advanced technology tab, and you should now know the construction terminal, which is going to take 40 chromatic metal and 25 pure ferrite. Now, you're going to need a lot of room, so I would highly suggest making larger areas. That way, you can actually start building all of these areas. Like, you're going to need a lot of room for these things, these tables. So, can we make another one? I need pure ferrite, of course. So let's go get some more pure ferrite while we're here. Pure ferrite and carbon. I'll take it all. Man, I love having this Sentinel multi-tool, man. We are just blowing through all this stuff. Look at all that. Yes. Definitely pays off to get a upgraded multi-tool. Look at all this. Yes. Beautiful. So we have our pure ferrite. So I'm going to just try to lay some foundations for a lot of room for our different terminals that we're going to make. So I don't have very many blueprints right now, but we'll get there. We'll get there. We got one room. Let's make another one over here. Beautiful. Let's make a door because we got to get in here, right? And right there. And do we have power? We do not. You know what? Let's unlock some solar panels because solar panels are useful. You don't have to recharge them. They turn on every day. So let's grab our solar panels, which is going to be 8 of our salvage data. And we need batteries to store the power, the excess power that we're going to make overnight. That way, or during the day, we'll make excess power, extra power. And then at night, when we don't have our solar panels out or they're not working, we'll go off of battery power. So let's start popping these down. We need metal plating. And then the cool thing about the build mode, select any piece you want. And then if you press in your left thumbstick, you go into what's called build camera. And this unlocks it from your character. So my character won't move, but I can move all over the place, all of them over my building area. So if we do this, just pops them down here. 1, 2. I like to put my solar panels on the roof. I know it's weird. And one of the cooler things is if you place them on top of a prefab, they are going to connect to your prefab. You do not need a wire for it. You can if you want to, but that's mostly like if you put a solar panel out here on the ground, it's not touching your prefab. Therefore, you need to connect it by a wire to one of these junction spots, this lightning bolt right here. However, if your solar panel is touching it, it will automatically put the power into the structure, whatever that structure is. If it's a prefab, if I put my my solar panels on top of this, it won't do anything because there's no prefab pieces here. Yeah, look at this. Boom. Now, look at it. It's powered. I didn't put any wires on it. It automatically powers it because it's touching. So we're making 24. So if I go in here and look at it, I'm technically making 75 power, per second available. So that's for 3 different solar panels. Because each solar panel is producing 24 power per second. So and it's only because they're touching it. You still need to, like if you want to make a battery, you're still going to need to wire it up. We need magnetized ferrite for that. Oh no! Let's do that real fast while I'm thinking about it. Let's grab all this. And we should have, yep, we have a thing here. Let's throw that in there so we can refine pure ferrite into magnetized ferrite. Let's get some more. Oh yeah, look at all this ferrite dust. Look at all this. So we'll grab all of this stuff. That way, we can have our we have all our buildings ready to go. We're gonna need it. And if you use solar panels, you definitely want to put some batteries down simply because solar panels only activate during the day when the sun is out, when the star is out. At nighttime, they shut down. And if you don't have any batteries, then you're not making any power. You don't have any power. So just keep that in mind. Whoa, what is it? I think I unburied this already. Oh, yeah, it's just the thing came back, but okay. Weird. Weird. Let's activate this. Let's see if we can get some an upgrade. Please, please, upgrade. We got nanites, I think. Or maybe nothing. Oh, God. Okay. Either way, we're doing okay. So now, let's make a couple of batteries to store the extra power that we're not using. Because if you just highlight anything like this, if you activate your solar panels, it will tell you if it's connected it'll tell you what's on this power grid, and it's only what's connected here. So because we have 3 different solar panels, we're making 150 for this one building. So we're only using 10. But if I go over to this other one, we only have 2 solar panels on it. So we're only producing 100. If you want to connect them, just run a wire between them. We get an electrical wire. Boom and boom. So now both of these buildings are connected, and if I check the power again, now we're up to 250. We're only using 20 because each building uses 10 for itself, and each solar panel is producing 50 power. So now we need to make some batteries. That way we can store up all that extra power that we're not using. We need to store it all up. So and because it's touching, look at that. The batteries are automatically filling because they're touching. So yeah, it's going to take about 6 minutes to totally recharge my batteries. If I put one out there on the ground, of course I don't have enough. Pop some more in here. If I put a battery on the ground, you'll notice it won't get charged up because it's not touching. But I want to show you guys that. So here we go. We'll put a battery on the ground. And you see it's still red. And it's depleted because it's not touching. So that's why you want to do that. Make sure it's touching. And there we go. So we're storing up batteries, or battery power, excess power. So we're good. Now let's make our cool construction terminal. Is this a little turtle in here? Hey, Slug. Don't. Oh no, that's the guy. You're inside here. You need to go. I need chromatic metal. No, I need chromatic metal. Do we have any metal I can use? No, we don't. I don't have anything I can turn into chromatic metal. So let's look around. We have a salt deposit. We have a copper deposit. Let's go get some chromatic metal. Definitely need to. And next time we're at a space station, I'm gonna buy some materials because we got some good money. I just haven't spent anything on materials. Or, as always, it's always free to just go do this. Go pick up your random materials. Did I already pick this up? Oh no, is this one we have already done? I think it is. Yeah, because I emptied it. Why? Oh, I wish that it would remove the markers for a deposit that's more than like 50% depleted. Like if you use more than 50% of it, it should go away. Because that's a fake out, dang it. All right. Well, we got 14. I don't think that's going to be enough. So another thing you can do is, remember, if you install a upgrade and you don't like it, or you don't want to use it, you can destroy it and get pieces from it. I believe the Boltcaster will, the Sentinel Boltcaster upgrades will give us chromatic metal. So let's see. I can sacrifice one. Because remember, we're holding on to it because we can't really use it, but you can sell it and make nanites. That's the only reason I'm holding on to it. And we're close enough. All right, so if I install it, it will, at the bottom of the screen, it says 75 pugnium and 75 chromatic metal. That's what we're looking for. So that's why I install it, and I can delete it. And I just got that chromatic metal. Good to go. So now we can make our table here. Our construction terminal. Put it right there. So we have the construction terminal, but we don't have an overseer. We need to go recruit an overseer at a space station. So let's pop into our ship and let's go hire us an overseer. Now, depending on if you are in a Gex system or not, you will be able to find a overseer. I'm in a Gek system. Therefore, I have a overseer. So if I go into my galaxy map, you'll notice this is a... Oh, no, it's not. This is a Korvax system. What the heck? Wow, maybe they just make it easy to where it's always in the first system you're in. Okay, it used to be you had to go to a specific system. Like, they can show up like this, but it's not a normal thing. Usually, it is a, hey, go to a Gek system to hire an overseer because only overseers can be Geks. Just like your base scientist. We'll get to that later. Your base scientist always has to be a Korvax, so you usually have to go to a Korvax system for that. Well, let's talk to this guy. Hey, overseer. Toil Gek, is it really you? Forgive me, I've been searching for such a long time. I am contracted to aid you in this in every cycle. Don't worry, everything was paid for a long time ago. It's all quite above board. As the stranger speaks, I smell a smell assaults me. A pheromone infesting my brain, giving me memories of a place I'd never visited, of actions I never took. Of myself in a mirror, aged and alone. Of this Gek cradling their fallen brethren. Of a bargain made many years from now. A contract signed across the cosmos. The vision ends and the overseer remains. The overseer promises to expand my base, allowing me to recruit other workers. They require a construction terminal to get started. I have one, so here you go, buddy. Construction overseer hired. There is something compelling about this Gek. They shall feel at home in my home. I will be at my station before you know it. See you soon, friend. I love the Gek. The Gek are so freaking cool. So there we go. So now if we return to the base, he will be there at the construction terminal we just built. But before we go, let's get some materials while we're here. Always ferrite dust, always cobalt. Do we have any chromatic metal? Of course we don't. We have ionized cobalt. No chromatic metal. So this is where you would wait for pilots to come in and land, because pilots will have a random smattering of different items, and it doesn't matter. Like some people have like patterns of, oh, if you see a Gek pilot and he's always purple, that means he has this item. Nope. Or if they only fly shuttles, they will always have the same items. It is all randomized. Sometimes you'll see a pattern, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be like that. It just means that you got lucky one time. So just keep that in mind. Oh yeah, we can also sell some of those upgrades that we don't need. So let's talk to Analysis Korvax. Offer to trade. I will take all the ferrite dust. He has uranium. I'll take all that. Oh, okay, maybe not. Oh, wait. Oh, don't back out of that. Magnetized ferrite. I'll take all of that. He has no chromatic metal. You guys are killing me. They're not even selling any, like, copper or anything I can turn into chromatic metal. Man. What is my ship full of? Oh, Lord. Yeah, we need to sell some stuff here, you guys. So let's sell some stuff to make room, because good Lord. We got no room in here. None whatsoever. So we know we can sell those Sentinel upgrades because we don't have a Boltcaster, and the Sentinel upgrades only work on Boltcaster weapons. So I should say the Sentinel weapon upgrades only work on Boltcasters. We're going to purchase, but instead of purchase, we're going to go down here to sell. And our exosuit has no upgrades, but if you switch it to our starship, now we get our upgrades that are in our starship. I can sell the protection module because I want an S-class, not a B-class. I'll get some extra nanites for that. And then Sentinel weapon shards. We'll get 913 nanites, so we're up to over 4,000 now. And here's where you can buy some good stuff like your pulse engine, upgrades, all that kind of stuff for your ship. I don't see anybody landing here. Let's talk to the suit up merchant. And shield module, life support, movement. Oh my god, we got everything here. All of it's good. Do we need any of that? We have 3 upgrades for our jetpack. We have 3 upgrades for our life support and 3 shield upgrades. So, you know what? I'm okay with all that. We don't need to spend the money on that. Let's talk to this guy over here. We're just trying to get some materials. Oh god, really? Got stuck on the wing? And always by the ferrite dust. tritium, pure ferrite, rusted metal. There's nobody has chromatic metal. You guys are killing me, like, seriously. How am I going to build anything with chromatic metal if you don't give me chromatic metal? Dang it. Alright, well, that's okay. Wait, someone just landed. You just landed here? Ooh, look at that fighter. That looks like a good fighter, too. That's a good-looking fighter. Hey, you have any chromatic metal, please? That. Nothing. Magnetized ferrite. What about you? Analysis entity. And copper. I'll take copper. All this is very good, but not useful for me right now. Make sure we're putting a lot in there. And then oh, there's another one over here. Nobody is just selling straight up chromatic metal. I mean, I have some because of the copper, but I need some, like, just normal chromatic metal, huh? Nope, just copper. All right, fine. I'll let it go. We'll talk to this one guy. This is the last one, and then we'll move on. I don't want to sit here all day. I could sit here all day and just wait for all the pilots to come in. Eventually, you'll get some chromatic metal. And nothing, really. All right. Well, we need to go back to our base, so you can get in your ship and fly down there, or just use the teleporter, because the teleporter will put you right at your base, right? So let's do that. Let's go back to our base. And we'll be able to start the Overseer missions. Now, this is going to take a little while because we have to go through some base building missions, some basics of, hey, this is how you make a base, and this is how you improve your base, and all that kind of stuff. Let's talk to the Overseer. Hello, Overseer Toilgek. You have so much to learn, so much to see, and this place will be our home amidst the infinite. I want to say infinity. Take this glass and let starlight flood into our jolly home. So he gave me glass, and now I know how to make it. That's how you can do it. You have frost crystals. You can also use silicate powder, but we'll talk about that later. Everything pours through glass in the end, but there's time enough for that. There are other things we have to do. If you prepare chromatic metal, I will use it to calibrate a science terminal suitable for a Korvax entity. The Korvax have suffered terribly at the hands of my people. Be kind to them, I beg of you. The Overseer asks me for chromatic metal in preparation for a recruitment of a Korvax scientist. Toilgek is already making themselves useful. A science terminal, a new Korvax guest, all for just a handful of chromatic metal. So now, I learned the blueprint for glass, so I can make it if I want to. The secret to that is, if you just put in silicate powder, the dirt from the ground when you dig out the soil, that will also make you glass. You're going to take 40 silicate powder to make one glass. So just keep that in mind. You can totally do that. We need to just get one. That way it's even. You know, I'm weird about that. I gotta make sure it's even. All right. So we have enough chromatic metal for the Overseer, the Toilgek. Let's make some more, because we're gonna have to give him all of the chromatic metal we have, probably. Let's talk to him. There you are again, traveler. I am sure you have the required materials this time. The Overseer speaks strangely, implying that we have performed this encounter before, but I have no memory of such meetings. I ask who paid them for the service they are performing for me. They laugh and claim that my child did many years from now. I do not know what they are talking about. The Overseer asks me for the chromatic metal. All right, here you go. Perfect, friend. I knew you would succeed. Just what I need to finish the science terminal plans. So now we know how to make a science terminal, which is the next step in our base building. We have littered the universe in our greed, traveler. This planet is no exception, but there is much that can be done with litter. Make your way to an abandoned structure and harvest the data from their terminals. I shall use it to fashion us plans for storage containers. Toil Gek is reflective for a Gek. They almost seem to regret greed. They almost seem to regret the greed that characterizes their people. They wish to make something new from the remains of the old. Is it just greed in disguise or something else? Whatever their motive, the Overseer claims that they will find data for storage container blueprints in a nearby structure. All right, let's do it. You won't regret it, friend. I marked the site that seems to be ripe for exploration. So, now we're getting multiple missions. So we can lay down a science terminal, which will have a Korvax. So we're going to need to go hire a scientist, a Korvax scientist. And now we also have a location to go and do that. Where is it at? Expanding the base is going to be our Overseer mission. That's for the storage. Unlock the storage. Again, this is something that if you just want to skip it all, you can go and buy the blueprints from the Space Anomaly. It's going to cost you nanites. Or if you just do the storyline like this, you will get it for free. They will just unlock for you. So it's your choice, whatever you want to do. If you want to skip all of it, you can totally do that. I highly recommend first-time players go through the storyline. It helps you because not only do they give you the blueprints, they explain and show you how it works as well. They go through a tutorial process. If you just go buy the blueprint from the Space Anomaly, they just give it to you and that's it. They don't tell you what it is. They don't show you anything like that. They don't have you build it or anything. They just kind of give it to you. So keep that in mind. And with that being said, hopefully you guys liked the video. If you did, hit that like button. And in the next one, we will do some more base building and we will probably do our pirate missions as well because we need to do those Under a Rebel Star missions. So I will see you guys then.